Hey everyone, I'm back here on the bench, taking a look at a couple of quads, some ideas and thoughts about flight controllers and connectors and all that. I got a little video playing down here in the corner, some DVR of me taking this one out today and just messing around. Um, Later on, towards the end of it, you'll see that I kind of just crashed. Well, I didn't really crash. What happened is I just lost video altogether. And after went and rescued the quad and picked it up, kind of started walking back to the house, wondering what was going on. Well, I had my goggles on and threw them down, and these connectors here are the culprits. So just by touching this, I was able to regain and lose video again. So yeah, they're easy for installation and stuff, but they're a problem. They lose connection. I had the same thing happen on the motor wires. Uh, they're great. I wish manufacturers would just do away with them and put pads on so we can just direct solder them, or at least give us the option to direct solder. I know some boards have them options, some don't, namely on these little stacks in these 2020s. And this one has the Talon F4 processor stack in it, and it's a good little stack. It's got the Speedix GS25, I believe, and I'm kind of a big fan of Speedix. I run on this one here. I run the KISS V2 with the Wolf PDB and Speedix 30 amp ESCs, and huge fan of Speedix. I've never had any issues with them, getting them wet and everything. On a Betaflight quad, I was having issues with tuning and getting some weird vibrations, so I bought 4 brand new ESCs just to eliminate that problem and put the new ESCs on there, and it still had the same issues. And after a while of tuning and messing around and talking to Betaflight devs and stuff and trying all their different little solutions and stuff, I just got fed up and went to KISS, and I absolutely fell in love with KISS. It's like the quad knows where you want it to go, and it goes there. I still fly Betaflight simply because KISS doesn't make a 20x20, and a lot of my older quads still have Betaflight on them. But they still, they all work. So I'm going to try to get at the stack in this one here and kind of show you some of the pitfalls. And trying to do this through the camera, so it's a little awkward. So this is the little nugger. This has the Heli Nation Talon F4 flight controller and the Speedix GS25, I believe it is. But these also have these little connectors in here. Kind of hard to see this one here, and then there's one up top here. Let's see, I think there's another one on here someplace, maybe not. But they're trying to make these 20x20 stacks smaller and smaller. This little connector takes up a lot of space in the stack. If we could get these so we could just direct solder onto them, throw out some pads get rid of the connectors, or send them with the connectors not soldered on. So we have that option. You know, they're great and all, but they just don't work. I mean, it's possible to solder on to just the individual pads on here, like I did with this wire here. I believe goes to my camera control, which is UART6, and the layout of this board is weird. Like the VTX, it's labeled VTX positive, but in the instructions it wasn't labeled as the voltage, so I assumed it was 3.3 or 5 volts, and it wasn't. It was battery voltage, and fried a brand new, Unify Pro Nano. So that's kind of what you get when you don't test your things, and there's poor documentation on them, on these flight controllers and stuff. It's a good flight controller. It flies well, but with this one I have almost the same issue as I had with this one today. With this one, whenever I bump something, or kind of hit a little bit on the harder side, it just reboots. So my assumption is it's losing power through one of these connectors, and the whole board just resets. It's cool and all. And another thing is you buy stuff and you see a picture on the internet, and this actually, the picture showed it with a top plate, a carbon fiber top plate, and it came with this heavy mass of TPU. I don't get it, but it is what it is, I guess. Snowmobilers. Yay. So anyway, just kind of some thoughts and stuff on there. Not too happy with these, the Avon blurs. They're just, they don't do it for me. So I'm gonna get a different frame and put this equipment on it, and probably strip all these connectors off of here and direct solder everything. It just seems to work better for me. I know I've had issues in the past with camera connectors doing the same thing. You lose video all of a sudden, and then if you have the quad plugged in and you stick your finger up in there and you touch the wires, you get video back, and just these connectors are just, they're not very secure. So yeah, I mean, this is a cool little one. I built it to try to fly inside, but it's a little too fast, I think, and you got to be on a 2S battery. You got to have almost 60 to 70% throttle just to get it to fly halfway decent around. And then if you tilt it forward, you're just skyrocketing forward. And I don't know. Gonna try to get a stretched X1 2-inch and some prop guards and try again. So still neat. It was still fun to build. And after that burnt up, I had to rob that one off of this quad. So I got another Nano coming, and frame and some props and stuff. We'll get her up in the air again. I'm gonna have to look at the KISS V2 board and see if I can find the motor pads and stuff and just solder them all direct, because these connectors they just ask for trouble. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Oh, one more thing. Thank you all for your thoughts and prayers. Yeah, my brother passed away. Kind of hit the family unexpectedly, but I think where everybody's kind of dealing with it all right. We used to have breakfast and stuff every weekend, or not every weekend, but as often as we could, and just talk about things and whatnot. But yeah, thank you all. I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving, and we're coming up on Christmas now, and hope you spend time with your family and enjoy it while you can. Thanks again. Have a good one.